Professor Nyakairu Jojuiri Amatoki, coordinator of AWaRMN project, Makerere University. I'm in the Department of Chemistry, and I'm a professor of industrial chemistry, chemical engineering, and I've been coordinating this AWaRMN project on behalf of Makerere University. This project was come about with the 6 partners and me coordinating on behalf of Makerere University, and the others Rhodes University, Futumina University from Nigeria, University of Kinshasa, ENSH, Institute of Hydraulic of Algeria, and the technical partner is Delft, Netherlands. We are being funded by the Intra-Africa Mobility of the European Union, and from this we have had training in water-related issues, of which we are building capacity for the African continent. As for Makerere University, under this project funded by the European Union, we have had 2 PhD students trained and 3 master's students trained. But also under this project, we had staff mobility between the partner universities, and also our mobility was within Africa to cater for the African capacity building. We have also had students, and from this funding, we have emanated from the master's students and the PhD students the research outputs, of which papers have come out of this. And today as we talk, we have had a 4-day workshop winding up this project, of which instead of letting the project go away, we are transitioning it into a platform so that this partnership, collaboration within the African partners does not wane away, so that as this platform we can attract other funding to build more capacity for the water resource management of the African continent. The purpose of this workshop is the strategic impact and sustainability of what was started by the Intra-Africa Mobility funding of the European Union. And in that, we are envisaging that we could continue what was started for us in the research related to water capacities development. First, the partners, as I mentioned, also Makerere University for supporting this and also trusting me to be the coordinator of this project. And also, we cannot forget the European Union for the funding through the African Union. Thank you.
Yeah, my name is Professor Francis Arimoro. I am from Federal University of Technology, Mina, and a partner of African Water Resources Mobility Network. We have 2 courses that are represented in this AWaRMN project. That is applied hydrobiology and hydrogeology. We've been able to train students, build capacity in the areas of PhD and master's degree program. Again, this AWaRMN project, we've been able to send our students for credit mobility, 10 months and 6 months respectively. The impact we've been able to make over the years, we started this about 5 years ago. We graduated 4 master's degree students, 2 of them in applied hydrobiology and another 2 in hydrogeology. The students were quite fascinating. They've made a lot of progress in the academic work. They have published papers in impact journals, and they have gone back to their country. They are still excelling. Some of them have gone back to academics. And as I speak with you, some have got admission to do PhD in other institutions. The program has been impactful in my university. First of all, it's an eye-opener because before now, we used to have very few foreigners in the university. But with this program, we have more foreigners coming to our university. So in the area of getting acquainted with foreign students, I can say the program has done very, very well. Then again, the students that came, they were, let me say, they were blessings to other students because we had to learn from them as they too have to learn from us in many ways. And again, I will say that the program has brought light to the university. It was supported by the Vice Chancellor, the then Vice Chancellor of Federal University of Technology, Professor Bala, and we have a new Vice Chancellor now, Professor Farouk. Both of them have supported the program very enormously. And apart from that, we've been able to build collaborations through this program along the line. Like we have initiated collaboration with Rhodes University, and we have done that with other partner institutions in AWaRMN project. AWaRMN project has done quite enough for us at FUT Minna, and we are still hoping that now that the project is coming to an end, that we'll be able to build a more robust and platform going forward. This program, this workshop we've had in Kampala, Uganda today and yesterday has opened our eyes to see opportunities and what we can do together as a platform. And we have deliberated on quite a number of issues. One of them is on sustainability, how we can sustain the program, how we can build partnership and have clusters of universities. And we are taking the initiative to do more of the networking and then meeting with the top players in this game, and talking about the university administrators, talking about the industrial players, and also talking about the funders. So all this, we've been able to put our heads together to deliberate on the way forward. And I'm sure before long, we'll be able to achieve quite a number of objectives we have set for ourselves. Thank you.
All right. Afternoon. I'm Dr. Chika Felistas Nnadozie. I'm from Rhodes University, South Africa. I lead the Center for Environmental Water Quality there at the Institute of Water Research. The Institute of Water Research is housing this African Water Resource Mobility Network at Rhodes University. I would say thanks to the Intra-Africa Mobility funded by the European Union for making AWaRMN, our dream, a success. How did we come about AWaRMN? Basically, our primary focus was to actually enhance human capital development as well as encourage intra-Africa cooperation among higher education in Africa. And so myself and my colleague, who is the PI for AWaRMN, we actually gathered with some colleagues from other partner universities today. And I think you've spoken to some of our colleagues from Federal University of Technology, Minna, from University of Kinshasa, and University of Makerere, Uganda, as well as the National School of Hydraulics in Algeria. We gathered together and we put a proposal together and submitted to the European Union. I think they were happy with what they saw and are happy to fund us. And I must say today that AWaRMN has been a great success. We've managed to produce the best cohort of students from Africa. with the best of expertise in solving water-related issues in Africa. As you know, water is a pertinent need for us here, and we didn't want to continue to rely on the global north. Each and every time we needed to bring out the best of our crops, and we successfully have done that. We have, from my own university, Rhodes University, which is the coordinating partner university, we have been able to graduate at least 2 master's students, 1 with distinction, and then 4 will be graduating this September, 4 PhD students. I must say, AWaRMN has been a success, but not without challenges. And one of the pertinent issues there is the problem with visa across Africa. For mobility to work among staff and students, I think the higher authorities should pay attention to visa issues and try to assist in that regard. Also, the female, we did our best to actually have a diversity of students, but it was not easy to mobilize female students simply because they have so many peculiar responsibilities for that particular gender. So I would say these are the 2 main challenges that we faced. And I wouldn't want to take all the time. I would also want you to identify some other challenges through other colleagues. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Betty Nabisui. I'm an administrator in the Makerere University International Office. As the international office, we have supported a lot of international students, including the AWaRMN students, providing for them accommodation, guidance and counseling, providing them with administrative support at their stay in the university, and also guiding them on the academic credentials and what they should use, including providing information about immigration procedures and regulations. As the international office, we have had an opportunity to collaborate with different global partners, including the AWaRMN and other mobilities, and it has helped us in fostering international collaborations and also promoting global partnerships across. It has it has fostered different cultural diverse corporations and also helped us in growing, be it one of our strategic plan of 2020 to 2030 of promoting internationalization within the university.
I'm Jean-Félix Gardou, Assistant Coordinator of AWaRMN based at the University of Kinshasa. I'm a researcher at the Regional School of Water at the University of Kinshasa. We are here to be part of the workshop organized by AWaRMN through Makerere University, where we set up a strong vision for the sustainability of AWaRMN action after the project. At the University of Kinshasa, we welcome students across Africa, including Algeria, Nigeria, Uganda as well. And some of them have completed their program, MSc program. We succeed to graduate 1 from Niger, and 2 are still undertaking their research through the PhD program, and we hope at the end of this year they will be complete their program. As you know, it's a human activity, a human program with many challenges, but you know, we find a way to go beyond those challenges and find a way to solve and to succeed, to put in place a mechanism to So we met many challenges as I talked, and we found a way to put a mechanism in place on how to go through beyond those challenges and to find solutions and to succeed to put in place our program at the University of Kinshasa. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Babas Ahmed Anis and I'm from Algeria. I graduated with an engineering degree from National Higher School of Hydraulics, Blida in Algeria. And exactly 3 years ago, I didn't know my purpose in this life, actually. I was lost, I didn't, although I knew that I have to do something big, something that is impactful and has some impact on humanity. And I got this opportunity of joining this program called AWaRMN, an African, Intra-African Water Resources Mobility Network. And I'm now pursuing a master's degree under like combined University of Kinshasa and Makerere Universities. So with this beautiful program, I had the chance to discover 2 beautiful countries from sub-Saharan Africa. With each of them, they have their different cultures and different beauties, different landscapes, and etc. After joining the program, I got to know my purpose actually in this life, and which is science. And science is good, as I discovered it here in this program, especially in this workshop, meeting various people from various backgrounds, various countries and origins. This project, AWaRMN, expects us to be future leaders in the water sector across Africa. So we are here to represent all the African countries and foster the knowledge between the African countries, especially in terms of research and scientific sharing.
My name is Chioma. I am Nigerian from the Federal University of Technology, Minna, where I had my first degree as well in animal biology. Yeah, so I'm a master's student at Federal University of Technology, Minna, doing applied hydrobiology. Yeah, and I'm here in Makerere under AWaRMN, which I got to know about through my academic mentor. Yeah, I was given the opportunity to come for a credit-seeking program here in Makerere University, where I am, joined with the zoology department under the fisheries track. By the reason of being in Makerere or being an AWaRMN student, I have gained a lot of exposures that have built capacity in me. First of all, as a human, as a student, and also as a future researcher or even a present researcher. Yeah, so I have done courses on research writing, where we were taught how to write winning proposals, courses on statistics, where I've learned to use certain statistical packages such as SPSS and R for data analysis, as well as courses like remote sensing and GIS, where we do mapping and all. So I've also gained exposure from field trips. Okay, like at the beginning of the semester, I was opportune to visit the coast of Mombasa in Kenya, where we learned a lot about marine biology. I've also visited the National Water Treatment Plant, where we got to see the process of water treatment, which has built a lot of capacity in me, and also the Sanye farms at Masaka district, where we learned about the hatchery process when it comes to catfish, tilapia, miracrabs and all. So in a nutshell, I would want to say that AWaRMN has given me the opportunity to meet people, to build capacity in me, and to see myself going places. I see myself being great. I want to appreciate the AWaRMN coordinators for their efforts, my host coordinator, my home university coordinators, as well as the overall coordinators of AWaRMN, for putting in so much work to see that we are successful as AWaRMN students. I also want to appreciate the funders, the European Union, as well as the Intra-Africa, the European Union and the Intra-Africa Mobility, for putting in funds to see that capacity is built in us. Thank you very much.
I'm Nelson Odume. I'm a professor of water resources at Rhodes University, and also the director of the Institute for Water Research at Rhodes University. And I happen to be the coordinator of the African Water Resources Mobility Network project, which is a project funded by the Intra-Africa Academic Mobility Scheme of the European Union. And the project was established to build and strengthen capacity on the continent in order to address complex water-related challenges. And to date, I'm quite glad in terms of the achievement we've made. We have managed to support 55 mobilities, both students and staff, and we have managed to support students coming from 22 African countries. And for me, that is particularly quite exciting, because seeing the capacity of these students being built over the years, that is really, really commendable. And I'm also very glad to say that a lot of our students have gone to take on academic position on the continent, particularly in their home countries. Others have taken up other scholarship to study for their masters, and PhD students, some of them have taken up postdoctoral fellowship. So we're quite excited in terms of the achievement to date. So in terms of where we are going from here, this particular project comes to an end by 2024. At the end of 2024, which is this year, this project is coming to an end. And we have convened a workshop here in Uganda, hosted by Makerere University, which is one of our partner universities, to try and brainstorm on what's become of this particular project at the end of the EU funding. So the vision is to turn the project into a more sustainable network, collaborative network that brings scientists together, policymakers and communities together working on water. So we've come here to plan, to do strategic visioning, and I'm quite glad in terms of the outcome of this particular workshop, to the extent that we have actually identified a set of actions that we are going to be implementing going forward, and we've identified a set of priority research areas that we want to pursue going forward, and we've also identified a set of funding opportunities that we would like to be able to bid for going forward. And some of these plans are already yielding fruit. So for example, the African Water Resources Mobility Network is now also hosting the Future Earth Africa Leadership Center Science Cluster on water. And the purpose of that particular science cluster is to strengthen African leadership in the field of water resources. Now, coming to the challenges, has it been all smooth? Definitely not. The complexity of the project in terms of administration is quite enormous, and the resources available for the administrative side of the project was quite lean. And because of that, we've had to look for alternative funding to try and complement the funding that we've received from the EU. The administrative load regarding this project in terms of paperwork and all of that are quite enormous as well. And finally, we had a sad news of one of our PhD students that actually passed away in Algeria while he was on mobility. So we will continue to remember him in our hearts, and we continue to remember his family, that God will continue to support and grant them the fortitude to bear the loss. However, we're quite delighted in terms of the achievement of the project to date, and we're looking forward to an exciting future where African scientists work together on water issues, where capacities are built, and we respond to the complex water-related challenges that confront the continent.
My name is Dr. Jane Namkobe from the Department of Chemistry, Makerere University. I'm the coordinator of graduate studies in the Department of Chemistry, and I've been associated to AWaRMN project through the students that have been sent to our department. There are so many students that came from Nigeria, from Congo, from South Africa, and we also saw very many staff that were coming from Nigeria, from South Africa, and so I was interacting with them on day-to-day basis. And when it came to the students that were on this project, they were very, very, very hardworking. And so I was intrigued by the selection process that AWaRMN did in selecting these students. And because the students were so hardworking, they also inspired our graduate students in our department. Now when it comes to this workshop that I've attended today, it has really inspired me because it's like a game changer. So many projects, when they end, they just stop there. But when the partners came and for this workshop, they met and discussed on how to go ahead, on how to improve on what has failed in this project so that they come up with a new platform. That was a game changer for me because you'll find that most of the projects, when they end, that is the end, or that's where they end. But in this one, they have come up and then they have talked about how to do other things in research and also how to open up other platforms that can work, that can do research in water. Thank you so much.
I am Dr. Victoria Chukwuemeka from the Federal University of Technology in Nigeria. It's actually my first time in Uganda and it's been a wonderful experience. Yes, the African Mobility Network, we are here for a workshop and it's been awesome. We've been brainstorming on the way forward concerning sustainability of this program. And I tell you the truth, we are launching out in a bigger way with new ideas. In fact, I'm so excited because my network of people, friends in my career has actually increased. I've met a lot of new people from different nations and there's hope for Africa. If we really go with what we have seen in this workshop, I tell you the truth, Africa is going to, stand competitively amongst our friends from Europe and other countries, because this program is out to equip Africans, particularly, our students, our entrepreneurs, where it's out to equip them with the right skills, the right knowledge to be able to move out there and say, yes, we are not disadvantaged because we are blacks. Even though we are black, there's a lot up here. Even though we are Africans, there's a lot of things we can actually offer to our society out there. And that's what the African Mobility Network is all about. So for me, coming all the way from Nigeria to Uganda is worth it because a lot has been laid on the table. It's now time for us to actualize all these things. And I believe with the help of God, it's going to be a huge success. And I see a great Africa shortly after this workshop. Thank you very much.